Right, I'm joined now by probably the most famous person I've met here.
Really? Come on, Sumit. Yeah.
Ian, how are you?
I'm good, very well, thanks. Yes, yeah.
So tell us about, obviously, people will know that, you were part of ABB and then it changed. So tell us about the new business.
So the new business is Hitachi Energy, and it was renamed that actually just a couple of weeks ago. But I think it's moving from the power grids business to energy. Gives us a much broader view about our role in business and our role in the energy transition. So it encompasses everything in energy rather than just the power part of it. So sometimes you say, what's in a name? But there's a lot in this transformation, which is part of that journey that takes us to become wholly owned ultimately by Hitachi in 2023.
Right. What does it mean for the consumer? So the rebranding, you could say, yes, companies get taken over all the time, but it only took over a particular division, which was the power grids. Is that right? So what does this mean in terms of the direction of this new business?
I think it probably means a number of things. I mean, number one, probably the most obvious thing is how we integrate ourselves into the broader portfolio of Hitachi.
Yeah.
There's so many synergies within the Hitachi organization. For example, e-mobility. Hitachi have a huge presence in e-mobility, not just in terms of EVs, but in trains as well. Now, all of that needs an electricity infrastructure to connect it all together. And so there's so many synergies. And I'm so fortunate in the UK that I have so many Hitachi businesses here, and I spend a lot of my time working with those other Hitachi businesses for the benefit ultimately of the customer.
We're here at COP. I mean, it's crazy. My first COP, I don't know if you've been to many before.
I've not been to any before.
No, exactly. No. I mean, the size of it is ridiculous. I mean, the queues are ridiculous as well. I've met lots of people from around the world, which is great. There's a lot going on. Do you think there's any sense of anything being actually achieved?
Well, I did. I got frustrated a couple of days ago, and the reason I did, I was in Edinburgh and just talking to a girl behind the counter in Boots, and I said, look, I need all these COVID tests because I'm going to COP. Well, she was so passionate about this, and her expectation and my expectation now. A year ago, I'd hoped that sense would prevail, deals would be done, and now my expectation is that deals will be done.
Right.
That sense will prevail.
Yeah.
I think this is it's not the best last chance almost.
No.
It's our only chance to get this right.
Yeah.
And I think the people who are sitting in the hall next to where we are at the minute must get the key deliverables in place. I hate to quote Greta Thunberg and the blah blah blah.
I know.
But talking's finished. It's time for action. And the action is now, because businesses like ours stand behind that, clearly wanting to deliver. We need to understand what we need to deliver.
We've had that today. We've had the last couple of days. We've had India committing to 2070. We've had the deforestation pact, right? With Brazil even signing it, which is quite unusual. We've had the UN Secretary General saying that we're treating the planet like a toilet. There are a lot of businesses here. We're standing outside the UK Pavilion, which is trying to showcase what we're doing. We're a site that's all about what business can do. And for us, the net zero transition has to involve business. Are they willing, is your company now willing to say, we will stop doing these things? We will look at the circular economy of our parts. Where do we get our minerals? Where do we recycle things?
Oh, no, for sure. I mean, we've already put our commitments in place and published. So in terms of our Scope 1 and Scope 2, so that's, we're going to get rid of all that lot by 2030, which you could argue is the easy bit.
Scope 3 is always the toughest.
And we had committed to Scope 3 reductions of 80% by 2050. We changed that a month or so ago to having the entire value chain carbon zero, net zero by 2050.
Right.
And that's a serious commitment.
This isn't just words; these are actual actions here.
Absolutely, and I think one of the great things is how do you then identify specifically what you're going to do, and that's exactly what the organisation is going through now. For every one of our commitments, what targets, which business, how do we do it, when are we going to do it by?
Finally, to end with, I mean, look, this isn't the be-all and end-all, right? Whether this is a success or failure. I think there is the thing about us as individuals, right? We have a choice. What we do, how much we eat, what we use. Do you hope that this will be a pivotal point where the globe does come together and goes, let's shift in a new direction now, and let's actually stick to our words, not just lip service?
We're a technology company, so as you know, and I think one of the challenges for us is how do we develop that technology. I'm hosting an R&D event on Friday this week, and we'll be describing the R&D journey that we need to take. But technology is only part of the challenge here. And there was a fascinating event last night, great conversations on individual behaviour and company behaviour in order to get us there. Because you can have all the technology you want,
sure,
but if it's not used, if it's not embraced, then you'll never get there. So it's about personal commitment, company commitment, country commitment. If you miss any of that out, you just don't get there.
I think that this will be a bit like the Olympics. Everyone thought it was going to be rubbish, and then it was great. Hopefully it's the same. Hopefully you feel that as well.
Well, I've gone from hope to expectation, but I actually still have hope.
Yeah.
You know, I really do, and I think it has to happen. I mean, why not? What's holding us back? I mean, the evidence is so in your face everywhere you look, and the build up to this has just been phenomenal.
Ian Fennell, a pleasure as ever to talk to you. Thank you.
Good to see you. Take care. Cheers.